right? So whether I upload this or not, I'm not too sure. So I've been wanting to do like weekly updates on YouTube to kind of go through just general shit, mainly business stuff, right? And kind of give everyone updates on how things are going, etc., etc. And to be honest, I'm just procrastinating right now. I've just come back from like an 8-hour shoot day, which went really well. We shot 50 ads today for a UK supplement brand, which was cool. And I just kind of want to jump on here and see if we get into a flow of things, how long this can be. I don't know if I ever upload this. If I do, then this is the first kind of the episode, let's call it, the first episode of the weekly updates from myself, and just to go through and talk about my journey, creative agency, MTRX Media. And whether it's like weekly updates as in like, okay, cool, this is what's happening this week, or this is what's kind of happened, or just whatever that, like, I could be talking about whatever, and the story could be random, I don't know. But anyway, what I want to talk about today is momentum, innit? I want to talk about momentum and focus, and how when you actually put yourself in a position where you don't want to work on anything other than what you're passionate about, and you actually don't care for the money. And I mean that in the sense of you're not bothered about exterior things, you're not bothered about exterior side hustles, or get yourself lost in the source of other people. And what I mean by that is where you see other people maybe on social media doing this, doing that, like drop shipping, or they're working on this and they're making this much money. When you allow yourself to kind of not get trapped in that bubble and just focus on what you know can work, if you just work hard, things finally fucking happen. You know what I mean? So I want to give you that example today because MTRX Media, we've been working on for 16 months, and I don't think people realize that, and sometimes I forget. This is not something that I've been doing for 3 months, 6 months, or even a year. It's literally been a year and a half of like being like, you know what? I want to start a business again. I want to run shit for myself again. I want to build a team again. I want to do all this type of shit, but I want to do it properly this time. And when I said that about 15, 16 months ago, it was a bit of a pipe dream, I'll be honest. For me, it was like, I just want to be making 10K a month. That was the truth. I just wanted to get to that point again, and that feeling, that euphoric feeling, innit? Because I've had that euphoric feeling a few times, innit? Making 10K, making 20K a month. It's nice, man. It's nice. And when you kind of like almost lose it all, and when you kind of like have your back against the wall and you're like, okay, cool. I was once in this position, innit? I was once making this. I was once doing this. And now, like, I'm not really doing that. And, like, I had the finer things in life. I enjoyed it and this and that, and then I was like, this is a bit too easy, and then I just kind of lost it all, right? So like, I kind of want to get to that vibe again, but okay, cool. I want to get to that stage, but then also use everything I've learned in the last 3-4 years and fuel that energy to not make these mistakes again. And I believe personally in God, innit? And I believe in that God has given me a second chance and said, you know what? You've lost it all. Don't lose it again. And like, here's your chance. Now, give it your all and do everything you can to make it happen and make it work, and then go from there, right? And that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I've been trying to do for the last 16 months. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, finally, after a year plus of really doing everything possible in this business, working on this business model, cold emailing, reaching out to brands, just putting ourselves out there, and not publicly, right? So I never went public with what I'm doing, creative agency, MTRX Media, until like a couple months ago. Why? Because maybe this wasn't my timing for it, right? Maybe I don't know, I just never had the inkling or the kind of feeling to do that. Now I've been quite public with a lot of things before, right? I'm on social media, on Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn, all that type of shit. And I have been on LinkedIn for a while, for at least like a month plus. A year plus prior to that. And I started building it up, right? But one thing I never really went into detail about was the creative agency metrics. I don't know why. I actually can't give you the answer to that. But the point is, I feel like everything happens for a reason. And I feel like timing is everything, right? So it must have just felt like the right time. So I decided, obviously, to start YouTube and basically push this personal brand around December. Literally around 2 months ago. Exactly around 2 months ago. In December, I was in Dubai, and I was like, you know, why am I not pushing it? What is a negative of me not pushing a personal brand? Whether people watch it or not, that's not the point. It's like, don't I want to, like, in 5 years' time, look back at this and be like, oh shit, this happened, that happened. You were on this, you doing this, da da da. Like, I think it's really cool. And I was like, well, technically, I've already done that, right? I had an affiliate marketing kind of brand itself separate to my own endeavors, like with taking my photos and stuff. And that's kind of what generated 90% of my income. And I wouldn't have generated that income without my personal brand, without me putting myself out there, without me kind of sharing my life, essentially, right? And that was all public. And I was like, well, what's the negative of doing this now, where I'm actually trying to build a business? Like, this is not no hoo-ha, woo-ha shit where I'm just trying something. Like, I'm trying to actually build a business that is sustainable and long-lasting and can be fucking here for the next 5 or so years. And I've got a year plan, a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan, and I want to build a team. And when I thought about this, I never really thought how far we could take it. And the fact that now we're 16 months in and we're just getting started is just a bit mad to me. And I had to deep this last night, actually. Like, shit, man. Like, we're doing numbers, and we're like, put the numbers aside for a minute, but we're like working with brands that we wouldn't have ever imagined to work with a year ago. The brands we worked with a year ago, no disrespect to them, to the brands, right? Like, first of all, our business model was completely cooked, right? It's completely just off. Like, it wasn't ever scalable. It wasn't ever scalable. So it wouldn't have ever worked. At that time, it just brought money, and I'll be real, it was short-term cash, right? For me, it was like, well, I need to fill my pockets because I need to make money to pay for bills and just pay for expenses. Because I've just left, a contracting job, which was paying me very good money. And I actually did enjoy it, but then I felt like I'd done what I need to do with that. So I was like, well, cool, I want to open the business, I want to do this. I got to make money. So it was filling the pockets. And it wasn't filling the pockets great. It was just like a chump change, to be honest. And although we were doing that, I was still content with it. Like, I think an important thing is throughout this whole journey, even when we were like what I like to call down bad, I generally wasn't like depressed, upset, or angry at like that, because I knew our time would come. I believe so much in time just has to catch up. Like, what I want, what I've asked for, what I wish for is gonna happen. It's just time has to catch up. As simple as that. And that's that's my biggest thing. I believe in that a lot. And so I was never really like, pissed when 1 month we make zero money, or actually not even 1 month, for 6+ months we made zero. We made absolutely F all. Not a single brand came to us. Not a single bit of income was coming in my pocket, and even in the business's pocket. So it was like nothing. But you have to do everything you can. And I feel like people forget this. Like, I've always had people say to me, oh, like, it must be so cool, like, working for yourself. You're self-employed. You get to do your own thing. You're your own boss. You get to work whenever you want. You can work wherever in the world you want to work. You can work at any time. You can wake up and yeah, that's all true, and that's all well and good, but it's not real business, right? If you actually want to run a real business and run something that actually works and actually can make money, it's not them things, right? It's kind of like what they say, right? You leave a 9 to 5 to work 24/7, literally. You leave a 9 to 5 to work. It's now 9:43 on the 14th of February, in the evening, right? I just finished up a shoot which was like 8 hours long. I've been up since 8 a.m. So, I've been on my feet for like 12, 13 hours. I'm tired as shit. I sat on the bed actually like probably an hour ago. Once I checked into this hotel, I was like, I could go to bed now, but like, I've got so much I need to do. And I mean, I'm kind of procrastinating now by doing this video, but I thought, I don't know, it felt natural to do this video, innit? So whether this comes out or not, I don't know, but my point is, like, it's 9:45 at night, and I don't know, it's just mad to be in this position right now, and everything we hope for, we dream for is just happening, and prayed for, shall I say, it was all happening, and I'm fully blessed and grateful for it. And this is just a start. Like, there's going to be a lot of things that come our way this year, both ups and downs, and I'm here for it all, because the pressure right now is strong, right? The pressure is strong, and it's kind of like what I say, pressure makes diamonds, right? But it's not pressure in the way where I'm scared. It's good pressure, right? It's pressure that there's a lot of holes and problems I need to fix within the team right now, because we've gone from a team of 2, me and my partner, to literally 3 full-time editors, 1 full-time copywriter, and another full-time creative strategist due to join in the next week, and probably another editor, right? So from 2 members, or not even 2 members, because you don't really count founders, co-founders, right? So literally from 0 to 5 or 6 people, which is mad. And I don't really have plans to make a team of 50 people. I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to really build a flipping lean ass team of just people that just want to like go for it and are passionate for the mission, and they know what the mission is, and they are sticking by the mission. That's really important. And I don't know, it's just fun. Like now it's not about what goes in my pocket every month or what goes in our pocket every month as a business. It's about how much goes into our team's pocket. And I genuinely mean that. Like for me, the biggest thing right now is building this team. And I'm not great, I'll be honest, I'm not like the best at it. I'm still learning how to hire the right way. I'm still learning how to nurture a team the right way, company culture and all that stuff, right? I'm still learning how to do these things. I definitely have the experience, but I'm not experienced as, you know, someone who's been in the game for 10, 15 plus years. And I'm always keeping my ear to the game, right? And what I mean by that is like, I'm so open to learning from people way more experienced than me, older or younger. Like mentorship is something I talk about a lot, and I just see as such a huge investment. And when people say invest in yourself, that's what I mean. When I say invest in yourself, I mean really invest in yourself. Like I've spent 15, 20 plus grand on mentors, and it's the best money I've ever spent. The best money I'll ever spend. Better than any education in my eyes, because you learn from people who have experienced the most within a business, for example. Like in my case, it's business coaching, right? But you learn from these people that are not cappers. They're not people that are just like selling mentorship to make money. They're people that have made millions. They've made hundreds of Ks a month. They've built up team. They've built up companies and scaled it to crazy numbers, right? They've built up a team from 0 to 10, 15, 20 people. They managed to acquire so much business and revenue. And not even just that, like you kind of get to tap into their mind frame and their mindset as to why they do things and as to why they are who they are. And you kind of almost like, not become them, but you kind of like, I don't know, you nurture their same or similar values. And I don't know, for me, it's like, it's done a lot for me. Like when I first got my mentorship at 19, it changed my kind of mind frame more than I'd ever think. And that has stuck with me forever. And although I've gone off the rails at times and I've let it slip, I never forget about that thing or that moment when I started mentorship. And then when I restarted it again, like 6 months ago with the same person, look what happened. It just changed everything again. So I do credit that success to the mentorship and being able to apply it, right? Because also another thing is you can get mentorship, you can pay loads of money and you just get it because you feel like, cool, I got a mentor now. But it means jack shit if you don't apply it. It means jack shit if you don't actually use the information they're giving you every day and actually like push your ego and your pride aside to be like, oh, you know what, this guy is right. So whatever he's going to tell me to do, I'm going to do it. If he says to me, hey, your business model is ass, you got to change to this, your pricing needs to be this, you need to be targeting this person, just listen to him or her, because they know best. Simply like they know best. And if you're hiring this mentor / coach and they're already been in your space, so in my case, my coach that came in has an agency which does if not the same / similar thing to us. So it was like the perfect person, and because I already knew this person personally, it was like the cherry on top. And it done crazy things for us. That's the point. It done crazy things for us. And yeah, we're just at a point where after 16 months, like I said, things are finally happening. The things we dreamed for, the things we prayed for, the things we just talked about, like, imagine doing this, imagine making this, imagine working with this brand and being able to do these shoots. It's actually all happening. And it's like, I haven't had the time to think about it and sit down and just deep it until last night, really. I mean, in a few weeks, I've been thinking about here and there, but like actually, and even now when I'm talking on this video, I just be like, whoa, let me just take a step back from it, because this doesn't feel real, and it's not real. Like, it's just like, whoa, like this is, I'm closing deals, and I'm like, yeah, cool, just close this today, or just, just sign this client today. Like, it's normal. But it's not, right? Because a year ago, I would have been jumping up and down and being like, what the fuck? Like, this is insane. I'm not trying to say I'm not grateful. I'm fully grateful for it. But sometimes you just like need to take a step back and realize that, yo, this is a bit mad. And for me, it's like, because I've learned so much in the last like 4 years or so, 4 or 5 years. And I've done the most in the sense of like, I've tried everything. Like, I've tried drop shipping. I've tried, my own little businesses. I've tried side hustles, fucking everything you can think of. I've probably done it, or at least attempted to do it, to just make money, right? Make money online, all this type of shit. And when I've done it, I feel like I've done a decent job at it, I let it slip, right? I got complacent. I kind of got used to that lifestyle and that life and that type of income coming in, or whatever you want to call it. And, you know, yeah, I just let it slip in simple terms in it. And for me, it's like, I believe in God. I think I said this earlier, so I might be repeating myself, but, you know, God gives you second chance in it. So in my eyes, I've been given a second chance to do this and do it right. So I will do everything in my power to not lose it. Simple as that, and not lose it all. So like, it's times like today, and it's times like the last few months where no matter how good the business is going, no matter how well everything is going, from brands to kind of revenues to whatever it is, it doesn't mean I just stop there. It doesn't mean I just take a break and I go, you know what, cool, let me go and just, you know, go on holiday for 3 weeks and just do nothing for 3 weeks, or, you know what, let me just take 3 days off. And I'm not trying to sound like that kind of fucking, grind every 24/7 type of person, but like, it is kind of true. It's like, I'm taking these sacrifices, especially last year, but more so this year. I'm taking quite a lot of sacrifices because I know the benefits and how much it will make sense in the next few years to come, because the way I view life is so different to the way you viewed life at the age of 21. I'll be real with you. Me, 21, was a different geezer. I was a different motherfucker. And I was not thinking in the way, I wasn't thinking long term, I was thinking very short term. And I think it's fine, right? Like, I do feel like I don't regret anything. I feel like everything I've done, there was a reason for it, and everything I did, it was just all reason for it, right? Simple as that. And the life experience I had, you know, where I went, I traveled, I lived in London for 6 years, I would not change it for the world, because I would not be this person today. But the fact of being able to kind of change, in my eyes, for the better, and learn that once I hit 25, I was like, shit, man, I'm going to be 30 in 5 years' time. I'm probably going to, you know, want to do this, want to do that. I want to be in a position where at 30, I'm still trying to like figure it out. I'm still trying to like grind and make it. And look, I'm not trying to put an age on things, right? Because you look at the big guys out there, female and male, right? Like, they all started at their own time, at their own pace, right? You got some that made it at 30, some that made it at 35, some that made it at 21. So the age is not a thing. I think for me personally, I don't want to be in that position, because I'm like, well, I can't be wasting my life for 5 years and just think everything is sweet, partying and this and that and just pissing around, innit? Like, I ain't got time for that. And again, I'm not trying to come across as these guys that it's just like, yo, all I do is work. But like, I feel like it'll be worth it, and I want to get to that point, and I know I will get to that point when it comes to 30, and I'm like, okay, cool. It was all worth it, all made sense, and I also still had my fun, and that's another thing. I still had my fun, I wasn't some boring motherfucker. And I just want to be at the point now where I'm at 30, I'm like, well, cool, I'm still trying to figure it out, I'm still trying to make ends meet, I'm still trying to, you know, okay, cool, I can't afford to do this or to do that, or I can't get to that next stage because now I still haven't done this. I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm trying to get out with this video, but this is just a weekly update, but I'm just talking about everything at this point. But yeah, like he says, setting the tone. I don't know, I just want to set the tone of this episode 1. I genuinely didn't have no plan today to even make this video. I actually never knew I was going to make this weekly update, but I don't know, I just like doing some bit of work, and I was like, you know what? I feel like chatting some shit for a bit, so that's why I'm here, innit? I'm chatting some shit, and I'm just talking freely. So this is not going to be cut as well. Like, none of this is going to be cut. I'm going to do no edit on this. No chopping of content. So whatever I've said here, I've said. And if I put this out on the internet and on YouTube, it's out there. So, yeah. Anyways, now maybe that's time for me to stop. But anyways, like I said, I'm just super grateful. I'm super blessed to be in the position I'm in. And it's been that case from the start of this journey. I'll make that very clear, from the start of us starting MTRX Media. Just to be able to wake up every day and work on something that I actually am passionate about and I have a purpose around. And I'm so like happy doing it. It's just sick. And like I said, it's literally 10 p.m. right now. I could just be watching Netflix and going to sleep or whatever, but I just want to work. I just want to fucking work. I've got so much shit I need to do. And it's almost like we don't even have a break to like work, like just to stop and like work on systems or work on like SOPs or work on like things that I need to do, and I'm still going to work on that, but it's like, whoa, like, everything just happened at, like, fucking 1,000 miles per hour. This brand is coming, we've got this to do, we've got to finish this for this person, we've got to make sure that's done on time. But it's all things we want, it's all things we prayed for, and it's like, whoa, finally happening, and long may it continue. And it's just about sustaining it. It's about sustaining it, keeping it, doing a good job at it, and keeping clients and, you know, brands, whatever you want to call it, happy. That's my biggest thing. It's like, it means F all if you're doing this and that revenue wise, or doing this and that with brands, but you can't get good results, or you can't even keep up good communication, and you can't keep your word. And for us, there's such a stigma around agencies that I want to stop that. I want to make sure that doesn't happen. And, you know, touch wood, we've been having good, very, very good feedback so far. And yeah, anyways, I'm just looking at myself now, but yeah, when I start I guess there's nothing else for me to say, but yeah, I'll catch you on episode 2, because I'm sure, we'll see, this might come out, this might not come out, I don't know. And I think I'm planning to do these every week. We'll see how it goes. Like, I post daily on Twitter. I do daily like videos, like literally 30-second, 1 minute, 2 minute videos to be like, yo, this is how the day's gone, da da da. I don't really post too much on Instagram yet. I need to figure out what type of content that would be, but I think for YouTube, we'll call this a little therapy session, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, innit? But anyways, that's all from me. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.